Hey friends, welcome to my Titan build crafting video. I did the Hunter one yesterday and went pretty in depth on this one, so I'm going to try to rapid fire a bit more on the Titan one, starting with the flavor of the season, which is enhanced storm grenades. Use Touch of Thunder. Storm grenade pierces bubbles, by the way. It'll shoot lightning through a bubble. It tracks your opponent. It lasts 8 seconds or something like that. Pretty much just build around this grenade. You will get easy wins, which is exactly what I did. Build has pulse rifle targeting. I can't really get the siphon I want, so I'm supposed to use an arc shoddy. I'll talk more about that in a sec. On the boots, I have recuperation and innervation to get more energy and health off of picking up an orb of light, hopefully from a double kill. Pulse rifle loader just to be more aggressive with no time to explain. And double bombers, so whenever I throw a barricade, I get more grenade energy. Surplus does work with Found Verdict, but I really wish I had slide shot on it. Ideally, I'm going to get a Xeno class shotgun that has some sort of slide perk on it, and I'm probably going to use that just for the sprint speed. I don't necessarily need 1-2 punch, so I could go disruption break on it, because if the storm nade pierces a bubble, I don't need 1-2 punch to kill the bubble titan. It's kind of similar situation with Well Warlock. So let's talk about this other aspect, knockout. Critically wounding a target or breaking their shield makes your melee attacks basically become syntheseps. And then you become amplified, which accidentally makes you jump too high, but also makes you slide really, really far and have increased sprint speed. It's the sliding far part that can surprise people. So temporarily, I have spark of momentum on this build, even though I will eventually switch this out with when surrounded by opponents, you take less damage. It is noticeable. So once I have a slide shot shotgun, I will switch it to Spark of Resistance. Because once I'm amplified, I want to keep my speed booster up as much as possible. So that is the pulse rifle build. I'll show you what this looks like on dim. I did not label this the same way as my others because I don't have as many builds on my Titan. On my Warlock, I have to be a lot more specific. So let's go with my all-time daily driver. I'm just going to switch to it manually. I even have the drip set up, ready to go. This is the Bubble Titan. If you see me on this, I am playing to win because I truly do think this is one of the best classes in the game. I use Intea's Word to be able to play aggressive and build up Hawkmoon stacks. Hawkmoon is my win condition. Barricade is my team's win condition. Bubble is my team's win condition. This class is nuts. Spike grenades can break stalemates. Controlled demolition gets you health back for hitting somebody who was tagged by a spike. So you can be super aggressive, super safe, and still have an answer to everything in the game. Hawkmoon can kill a well. 1-2 punch can kill a bubble. Well, it can't kill a bubble, but it certainly helps when you go in with the full team. Certainly helps. Something changed last season to this season where it's just not consistent anymore. What else? I think that's it. I've already talked ad nauseum about this build in previous videos. So, let's move on. A Lion Rampant DMT. Oh, okay. So let's say I'm queuing up, I expect Endless Veil, and then suddenly Disjunction happens. Oh look, I have a Scout Rifle build. I'm ready to go. This one is built around multi-kills with DMT and sliding over orbs. One of these has the correct setup. You know what it is? I put a discipline mod on one of these for some reason. Just pretend that this is a recovery mod. Or pretend that this matches. One of the two. But anyway, these are the stat splits I go for. So you might be saying, why strength? It's because this is Icarus Dash at home. I use Diamond Lance for the fragments. Cryoclasm. I'll go back to the Void in a sec. I didn't really show the frags. Cryoclasm, I'm going to show you a demo as we load into the EDZ of how you can cancel out of the slide to carry momentum forward. Momentum transfer is huge here. It turns my dust field into a melee recharge. Dust field being used to slow my opponent down. Used to cancel other barricades. And then Torment refills my dust field as much as possible. So this build is pretty much like, I wish I could switch to Dawnblade, but I'll get a competitive penalty if I do. So watch this. You slide, hit the sprint button, and jump again. And you carry the momentum. It's very jarring how quick you go. And you can do it sideways too. Admin, he's doing it sideways. So the whole reason I run this is, like I said, it's Dawnblade at home. Look, oh no, the Vandals and Dregs are getting too spicy. Icarus Dash away. Throw a grenade at them to refill my Icarus Dash. If that grenade hit them, you would see a pretty big chunk. Alright, let's talk about my Void Frags for the Antaeus build. Forgot to show that. Leeching, Expulsion, Obscurity, Domineering. I do like Dilation, but I've been getting really used to my strafe speed at 4, so I'm kind of just going to keep it there. Also, having 10 Discipline for the Spike Nades is really beneficial to breaking stalemates. Okay, the next one is an Arc build, which also can use the Storm Grenade setup, but doesn't really have to. I think I want this one. There we go. This is my sniper setup. If I happen to snipe, it is going to be on Ark Titan with shoulder charge. My reasoning is I don't have a shotgun, so shoulder charge is my shotgun, and this has multiple win conditions against bubbles and that sort of thing. Storm Grenade can pierce. I can switch to double lightning grenade if I feel like that's better for the map. Momentum transfer again, just to get the cooldown. 6 isn't very high for shoulder charge, but my reasoning is I don't like to use melee abilities too much because they're risky. The chance of running into a shotgun or melee short stopping on somebody, I just prefer to do all the work with the primary and the grenade. It's much more predictable for me. Speaking of predictable, inevitably I am going to run into a cheater. So I have my construction suit ready to go. Not a joke, by the way. So whenever I run double lightning grenades, which I do on Titans, I take off this jolt. And I honestly think it might even be worth running the bomber setup. Here we go, here we go. This is more like it. 10 discipline, double lightning grenades to break stalemates, pulse and sniper targeting. Because nobody likes dealing with cheaters. This is the construction crew. Javelin 4 approved. Fortnite exclusive. So look, Vandal's cheating. He's got walls. Alright. Headshot me through this, bitch. So I have this on demand ready to go because I never know when I'm going to match a cheater. Hasn't happened this season. But if it does, I'm ready. Never again. You remember, I used to hide out in the Stadia Coliseum. The final build, I believe, is Dune Marchers. And the drip on this one is temporary. Once again, it probably should have been a recov setup here. And I think I like jolt grenades. Where are we at? Spark of Shock. Storm Grenade. And then this switches to Ballistic Slam. Doesn't really matter what shoddy. I'm eventually going to switch it with the Xenoclast, but drip is temporary on this one. So way back in the mid-seasons, I would say like season 6 to 10, somewhere in there, whenever Ballistic Slam was added, Forsaken style, I used to just 1v3 teams with Ballistic Slam in Syntheseps or Dune Marchers. I think because Knockout is a fragment, I much prefer Dune Marchers, just because it gives me slide, which keeps it consistent with Antaeus. And it also works for just punching people normally. I don't have to Ballistic Slam. So Ballistic Slam can completely catch people off guard, which is why I think I always want it in my inventory. For some control modes, Rift, etc., you can quite literally take out the whole team on the opening play and just win a round for free, which is one Ballistic Slam. Similar to the Warlock melee. It's the same thing. Different flavor. And then, finally, I have Peacekeepers. I'm sticking with 8 recovery. It's not that I don't want 9 or want 10. It's that 8 is the lowest that I'm willing to go. If I go Peacekeepers, I have a variety of loadouts on how to build this. Can do so many different things with Peacekeepers, but typically I go Teraba and a 1-2 punch Shoddy. Either the Ragnhild to deal with bubbles or the Wastelander. Just because I love the way that this shotgun looks, especially the reticle. Look at how clean that is to hip fire people down. If I'm on enhanced storm grenades, I do not feel the need to go 1-2 punch, so I might even go a grenade launcher instead. I'm pretty accurate with the grenade launcher, so it does come up. If I feel like I need to Wither Horde teams, I have Hero's Burden ready to go with extended mag for the AE. Got the reloaders. This is pretty subclass neutral. Can switch to anything I want, really, and it's gonna work out, just changing some frags. So I tried to build something that could work with everything, but typically I'm gonna play Ark, and I do have Thruster if I want to go that route. I don't like Thruster in PvP because Barricade is so powerful. For me to use Thruster, they would have to hurt the cooldown of Barricade, to be honest, or the health of Barricade. I think that's it on my Titan. So yeah, that is the Titan builds. To recap, I have a sniper set up with Peregrine, SMG Peacekeepers. My long range option is DMT Lion Rampant. My daily driver is Antaeus Ward with Void. The flavor of the season is Storm Grenades, and I have Armamentarium, Enhanced Storm Grenades. Got the Dune Marcher Ballistic Slam, and I have the Anti-Cheat Titan Construction Crew ready to go. So, hope you learned something new in this one. This is what the dim looks like again. I'm going to have to add the Dune Marchers to this, and then also label it with the correct elements. Oh, we do not need that yet. I will see y'all in the next one for Warlock.